Hello, today I will read Exodus chapter 8. In chapter 7 we saw that God start to challenge the um, Egyptians, sorcerers and magicians. Um, First it was with that stuff made into a snake, and after that with the same stuff uh, with Aaron. I don't know why not Moses. Um, God made a miracle with that stuff, and the waters became changed into blood, which is very weird and very. It is a miracle, but it's a miracle that horror. Let's continue. 7 days passed after the Lord struck the Nile. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Go to Pharaoh and say to him, 'This is what the Lord says. Let my people go so that they may worship me. If you refuse to let them go, I will plague your whole country with frogs. The Nile will teem with frogs. They will come up into your palace and your bedroom and onto your bed, into the houses of your officials and on your people, and into your ovens and kneading throats. The frogs will go up on you and your people and all your officials.'" Why that? Because they at first, when Joseph and Jacob and his brothers came in Egypt, they didn't like that they are with cow. They take care of cows and animals and sheep. They were like the countryman or not the city man or something like that. Let's continue. So Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land. But the magicians did the same things by their secret arts. They also made frogs come up on the land of Egypt. They helped them too, but they were conquering, how to say, with Moses and Aaron. Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, "Pray to the Lord to take the frogs away from me and my people, and I will let your people go to offer sacrifices to the Lord." Moses said to Pharaoh, "I leave to you the honor of setting the time for me to pray for you and your officials and your people, that you and your houses may be rid of the frogs, except for those that remain in the Nile." "Tomorrow," Pharaoh said. Wow, this is very, very weird. Why Pharaoh said tomorrow? I don't know. He loved to have frogs everywhere, or he wanted to challenge them, or to be more clear on this, what is happening, or I really don't know why Pharaoh said tomorrow. Moses replied, "It will be as you say, so that you may know there is no one like the Lord our God. The frogs will leave you and your houses, your officials and your people. They will remain only in the Nile. After Moses and Aaron left Pharaoh, Moses cried out to the Lord about the frogs he had brought on Pharaoh. Cried out, whoa. And the Lord did what Moses asked. The frogs died in the houses, in the country yards, and in the fields. They were peeled into heaps, and the land reeked of them. But when Pharaoh saw that there was a relief, he hardened his heart and would not listen to Moses and Aaron, just as the Lord had said. Pharaoh didn't want to help them, to give to the Israelites the liberty, and he was he put in a pressure by God with Moses and Aaron, and by those plagues. Let's continue. The plague. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron, stretch out your staff and strike the dust of the ground. And throughout the land of Egypt the dust will become gnats." It is very interesting that Aaron have that stuff. They did this, and when Aaron stretched out his hand with the staff and struck the dust of the ground, gnats came upon men and animals. All the dust throughout the land of Egypt became gnats. But when the magicians tried to produce gnats by their secret arts, they could not. Whoa! And the gnats were on men and animals. The magicians said to Pharaoh, "This is the finger of God." Because the challenge was a bit over. With some small things like gnats and they couldn't do that anymore. This is the finger of God, but Pharaoh's heart was hard and he would not listen, just as the Lord had said. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Get up early in the morning and confront Pharaoh as he goes to the water and say to him, 'This is what the Lord says. Let my people go so that they may worship me. If you do not let my people go, I will send swarms of flies on you and your officials.'" What if he would let them go? Did they will come back? How will they come back? Or how to say? He was afraid that to not lose. We will see how many were they. 600,000. Oh no. Yeah. 600,000 of people. Yeah. We will see next. It was the force that sustained the Egypt country. Then I will send swarms of flies on you and your officials, on your people and into your houses. The houses of Egyptians will be full of flies, and even the ground where they are. But on that day I will deal differently with the land of Goshen. where my people live. No swarms of flies will be there, so that you will know that I, the Lord, am in this land. I will make a distinction between my people and your people. The miraculous sign will occur tomorrow. Tomorrow, maybe like Pharaoh said, tomorrow. I don't know. And the Lord did this. Then swarms of flies poured into Pharaoh's palace and into the houses of his officials. And throughout Egypt the land was ruined by the flies. Then Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, "Go sacrifice to your God here in the land." But Moses said, "That would not be right. The sacrifices we offer the Lord our God would be detestable to the Egyptians." Whoa. And if we offer sacrifices that are detestable in their eyes, will they not stone us? Whoa. So, and why would not? I mean, it's very interesting. Pharaoh wanted them to live or to die. I think he wanted them to live because it was a force of the economy of Egypt. We must take a 3-day journey into the desert to offer sacrifices to the Lord our God as he commands us. Would they come back again? Moses didn't say anything about coming back. So is it was that all of that with the 3-day journey to make sacrifices just a pretext to get out from Egypt? Yeah, but God told them that. And it was a lie? I think not. But yeah. Pharaoh said, "I will let you go to offer sacrifices to the Lord your God in the desert, but you must not go very far. Now pray for me." Moses answered, "As soon as I leave you, I will pray to the Lord, and tomorrow the flies will leave Pharaoh and of his officials and his people. Only be sure that Pharaoh does not act deceitfully again by not letting the people go to offer sacrifices to the Lord. But you must not go very far to take them take them again." It was very interesting pretext. Then Moses left Pharaoh and prayed to the Lord. And the Lord did what Moses asked. The flies left Pharaoh and his officials and his people. Not a fly remained. But this time also Pharaoh hardened his heart and would not let the people go. "Oh, I let you go, but don't go too far. Make the sacrifices in the land. Okay, but don't go so far." But when the plague disappeared, he didn't let the people go. Yeah. If you would be in the Pharaoh's throne, what will you do? What would you do to lose all of your servants, all of your slaves, for a pretext that for even at the first time, you see it's like a lie. It's not a lie, but it is just a pretext. And they wanted to go out from Egypt and never come back. So Pharaoh knows that. And he fight for that the Israelites to be slaves and to not free them. Yeah. In the next chapter, it will continue. Next chapters. Okay. What we can learn about this is Moses was perseverant too. I mean, God with Moses and Aaron, but Pharaoh was the same. Who would win? We will see. Okay, may the God bless me and light me in the next chapter too. And if you want, you will see me there too. God bless you all and goodbye.